Legendary actor Joe Mafela has been laid to rest. Mafela's casket was led in by two men riding white horses at the funeral. Mafela's family shared the most fondest memories of him, saying they will miss his joy, laughter and open heart the most. Minister of Arts and Culture Nathi Mthethwa made a keynote address. Minister of Arts and Culture Nathi Mthethwa, like I said, made that address, and he believed that Mafela demonstrated that Black Lives Matters by asserting characters with powerful personalities and fought a system that had sought to belittle and denigrate Black lives. The legendary actor, most famous for his It's Good It's Nice sitcom and Chicken Lick and TV commercial work, died earlier this month in a car crash on the M1 in Johannesburg.
What I loved about him, Ubaba Uguti, you always say, Uguti Mina, I'm doing indima yami, and you are also responsible for your own life. No one will live in below a young. And in those words, I just want to say, I would like to thank God. Thank you, God, for have given us Obaba Ofan and Obaba with many talents. We have learned a lot from him.
Uncle Joe, to the world you were Peter Pleasure. Many times you were Dumo, sometimes Jabulan Lebekulu, and so many so Rangwan Dewo. You charmed the world with your human, tenacious skills. You made people laugh and momentarily forget their sorrows. You had a happy effect on everyone you met anywhere in the world. I hear your footsteps again. I can hear your car keys gently. Tick, tock. I await your signature knock on the door. I wait again. I cry. I will never hear that knock again.
Joe Mafela, he is the firstborn child of the 8 children. I am the last one. I just want to tell you that we have lost a pillar, a rock, a giant, Mashaba, Rotuchel. Joe was a loving, peaceful soul ever. He wouldn't hurt anything, even a fly. You know how a fly can irritate, but he wouldn't hurt it.
Joining us now to discuss this further is ANN7 reporter Masechaba Dlamini. Good afternoon to you, Masechaba. The late Joe Mafela has now been laid to rest. Just talk us through the developments at the funeral proceedings.
Greetings to you and to the viewer. I wouldn't really call it him being laid to rest as of yet, because we are just about to leave the venue and heading to the cemetery where he will finally be laid to rest. So the motorcade, as you can see behind me, cars are starting to move out of the venue at UJ campus in Soweto, where the service was held, and we are going to be moving to the cemetery where he will be laid to rest. And what we've witnessed today is just good mood, you know. People that are here are mourning a loss, yet at the same time they are celebrating the life that was lived by this great man. And all of them seem to speak about him in one tone, saying how good of a man he was, how loyal he was, and how he never had favoritism coming to anybody, whether it be in the industry or in the family. So from today, we've just heard a lot of stories basically commending the great man that he was and his run that he has run so well. And we actually found out today that he has been married to his wife for 46 years, if I'm not mistaken. They just done the number. But they were just basically commending him on on what a great man he was, a man of tenacity, a man that was very passionate, that started his career in a very tough time rather in this country, but has managed to persevere through it, has managed to make a great name out of him. And the service was wonderful service that integrated all that he stood for. Culture was the theme of this, and we just saw culture all through, and the respect that was given to that man, and the respect here was just amazing. And fellow colleagues talking about him, fellow colleagues saying that they could not believe when they heard about his passing, and one person saying that they actually didn't believe this. So the mood around here is of loss, but at the same time celebrating the great life that he had.
Let's have a celebration of the life of the late Joe Mafela. Just talk us through who were some of the noticeable figures or individuals who were there present today, and whether or not you had an opportunity to engage with them. What are they saying?
We did manage to engage with a few of them, such as Lillian Dube, but they could not speak so much at length because as the proceedings were coming out, we wanted to get interviews, but they were rushing so that they could make the burial. So we spoke to a few of them, and we've seen some of younger stars such as Tando Tabete, and there's just been a cast of generations was all here, the cast and the back office of it, production team. So you can get a mood of this man was loved, he was respected, and his colleagues just feel that the industry has such a loss to his passing. So the great people, great legends that we spoke to are really sad about the loss, but at the same time they're saying he was a great man and he should be remembered for the great work that he was doing.
Mr. Jabba, just lastly and quickly, you did say that the motorcade is moving towards to lay Joe Mafela's body to rest at the cemetery. Just give us the details. What cemetery is this?
He will be getting laid at West Park Cemetery, and the program was prolonged a bit because that is where the late Ahmed Kathrada was also laid to rest earlier on this morning. So the program was a bit overdue because they had concerns about the crowd here going to the same cemetery while there's a crowd that's already there laying Ahmed Kathrada to rest at the West Park Cemetery. So we will be leaving now and heading to the West Park Cemetery. It is believed that the crowd that was there for Mr. Kathrada has subsided, so it won't be such of a big crowd. And here at the venue, as we were leaving, people were asked that can it just be close friends and family that proceed, and dignitaries that proceed to the cemetery, and that cemetery once more, it is West Park Cemetery.
Thank you very much, Masih Chaba. Let's leave it there for now. ANN7 reporter Masih Chaba Dlamini coming to us from UJ there, where the service for the late Joe Mafela took place. The procession moving now towards the West Park Cemetery. Noted that is the same cemetery where Ahmed Kathrada was laid to rest earlier, so some delays there just with regards to the crowds that are at the cemetery, but the procession for Joe Mafela moving towards the West Park Cemetery now to give him his final resting place. Stay tuned to ANN7 for the latest details and developments here.